In this video, we're going to talk about the glaring problems with Spider-Man PS4. The really, really glaring problems with it.
Car
and
wreck
most
down
of
there.
this refers
Bad
to...
one. People could be injured.
Post story. Take this for instance. This guy trapped here. This person trapped here. And then a car chase that ensues afterwards. This variance occurs 90% of the time post-game. 97% of the time, it's this exact one. And there's like a variation here or there during it. So there's not many crime variations. And now they occur even less after a patch, which says something about fixing various crime issues. I can only assume one of the various crime issues was the randomization of the car chase, of the car accidents, which seem to have even less variation now. Another glaringly obvious that nobody, I've heard nobody complain about how they've made Spider-Man orange. This is orange. This is the color orange. Yet in E3, this was red.
Attention all units.
This was red. It was beautiful there. Now that I've gotten used to the white spider and the blue, having little webbing there, now that I've noticed they changed the color of the rest of the suit to orange or carrot instead of the red they had before, it really ruins Insomniac's new spider suit. It really does. It is the worst. It is the worst suit.
Worth looking into. Thanks.
I was actually happy with the suit until I realized, hey, this is orange. This isn't
My
Spider-Man's
suit's onboard
color.
AI can tell me the most likely area where the victim is.
It's frickin' orange. I've
Earpiece
become
picked up
that
cries for help
orange
close by.
Spider-Man on the internet. You know?
Easy, I've got you.
They thought I knew where Fisk hid his money. But
I mean, those are two glaringly obvious problems
There
that
they are!
nobody else has bothered to whatever, because they're too busy, you know, giving a BJ to this game, going, oh, it's the best game ever. It's good, but it has some problems. You know, one is the crime variation. It's few and far in between. The other is the costume change. It baffles me that somebody at Insomniac said, you know, we have this suit we've shown off at E3 and, you know, all this promotional footage is all red in there. Let's just change it at the very end to orange, because why not? Let's make it something totally unique to Insomniac. Well, yeah, you did. You've given us Carrot Spider-Man or Orange Spider-Man. The way Spider-Man was in E3 was fine. And now he's just orange. He's been trumped. This was the red they went for, and then they got rid of the red they went for and went for something totally different. Which means that, you know, in my playthroughs, I'm just going to use this suit because this suit's the best suit in the game. Because at least it's not frippin' orange. But the obvious problems are the crime variation and that. And then there's the one giant problem that I have with this game. Melee damage upgrades. You get so many that by the post game, you're knocking guys out in one full combo. And every time you level up past 50, you get more melee damage. Get rid of that, Insomniac. Or make it so that you only get 2 upgrades of 10. Or how about this? How about instead of 10 melee damage every time, 5? So that at least it to defeat the enemies, and at least the situations that we get ourselves into are more fun, because it's just more to do.
1072.
Now, I don't know what they're going to do for DLCs. I mean, Turf Wars sounds like it's going to add new factions to the world, so maybe that will be infinite crimes, because for right now, the 6 crimes we have in the 2 variations that we have is completely boring. And I know most people don't sit there and just play the game post-game when there's nothing left to do but random crimes, and they don't just run around solving crimes. You know, I've started this game over 5 times already since its release, because after a while, this part just gets boring. Just the normal free roam, post-game, all the side content done, and all I've got are various crimes. This is what I was looking forward to. I was looking forward to Insomniac because they had so many different crimes that I saw during E3 and all that. And then they got rid of most of them and just said, hey, here's thug crimes. Enjoy laying out the same variants of thugs over and 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 over for hours. Enjoy that. For a little bit I did. Until I realized just how broken the melee upgrades were. I noticed the change in Insomniac's suit that was... It was a beautiful suit. Once I got used to it, then I realized, oh my god, it's freaking orange.
We're free citizens. They're recognized.
Okay, you are
And now
not
I know
getting
why
5
the
stars.
blue well... And now I know why the blue is the most part of the suit you get. It's because it's freaking orange. And the blue and the white distract from the fact that you're orange man. I mean, look at that. I don't know, I spent the better part of 12 hours last night
More of them? Guys, if you worked
bitching
as
and
hard at a
moaning
legit
about the
job,
orange
you wouldn't
suit.
need to be criminals.
And look, hey, it's the 2 brutes that I usually show up during this chase. Yay! They're dealt with easily. Woohoo!
I should have recorded this.
Wow. This shaked
Gotta
out
give that
at the same
wheelman
time it
props.
shaked out the
Manhattan
last
rush hour
20
is no
million
joke.
freaking times I've done it. And I know some people will be like, oh, at least swinging's fun. It gets boring after a while. After a while, you're like, huh, Spider-Man 2 did it better. Yeah, I know my battery's low. But those are just the glaring issues that I have noticed with this game. It's mostly to do with post-game content, but at the same time, it's little differences that Insomniac decided to change the color to orange for whatever reason. And kind of ruining the awesome suit they put together.
Converge on the East Village.
The suit was awesome. When I looked at the E3 stuff, after I got used to the white spider, I was like, wow, this is nice. I like the red and the way it contrasts with the blue and the white. It's perfect. And then Insomniac was like, you know what? Let's change it last minute to orange. I mean, even in the splash screen, when you're loading up this game, he's in this, but it's in red, and it looks great. And then you get in game, it's orange, and it just distracts me. It distracts me from whatever thing I'm doing at the moment.
Aw, you guys are like little kingpins in training. So cute.
And it's probably just me giving shit about this orange. It is glaringly obvious they changed a lot from E3. Graphics are still E3 quality at least, but it's the orange spider. I don't like the orange color. I miss not looking like a carrot. Get out of here. You don't even have any crimes anymore. You're useless. Even though I really love your freaking coats. I love their coats, and I love the physics
Knocking
on
the
their
ever-loving
coats.
stuffing out of dealers is my
But yeah,
antidote.
there's a lot of... Those are my major issues.
Police
The
are on their
orange
way.
costume.
And so am I.
I don't like orange as a Spider-Man thing. I love the color orange, but for Spider-Man, no. Adding the white of the spider, completely fine, because he's had white spiders before. But just deciding last minute, hey, we want to make the suit orange. That makes no sense. The variations of the crimes, very short. Hopefully it's fixed in DLC. But so far I don't see anybody fixing that, and the latest patch said it fixed various crime issues. And I assume that meant variations, but it wasn't. And instead it also made the same variation of car accident happen every time almost.
Sorry,
And
spider
that's
emergency.
one, rather than the 3 we had before. Now I've run into the other 2,
Maybe
but
I'm
it's been few
paranoid,
and far
but
between.
I just don't think those Oscars.
Yeah, I know, I'm not doing those. Few and far
Spidey's on the
between.
case.
But so far, those are the problems that I find. Orange Spider-Man, variations of the crimes are off. I don't get the variation with the exploding truck anymore. And the melee damage is too much. It is too much. It comes to the point where enemies are no big deal post-game, and I have a fear of leveling up because I don't want more melee damage. So Insomniac, please lower the melee damage. And I know barely anybody's going to watch this video. Barely anybody's going to care. Insomniac's not going to heed my pleas because there are too many people extolling every other virtue of the game and not addressing the problems that need to be addressed. Insomniac changed Spider-Man from orange to red again. Fix your variation of post-game crime. Remove or lower the melee damage you get by leveling up. And then you will have, from me, a perfect 10 out of 10. Go buy it. Go buy it right the F now. But as it is, I'm slightly sorry I spent $80 on
Attention
it.
all units. Assault in progress. Need
And I
additional
feel as
units
though
to
I
the
should have
lower
waited
east
until
side.
GameStop had it, so I wouldn't have to pay Insomniac any money. Well, they deserve a little bit of money. They did make a good game. They did, but there's just so little problem. There's a bunch of problems with it. There's everybody else, but there's huge problems to me. And if you can fix these things, Insomniac, I will love your game to death. Change Spider-Man back to red. Please. Please put his E3 costume back on. I'm sick and tired of Pumpkin Spider-Man. I know it's close to Halloween, but come on. He doesn't need to wear a theme outfit. I'm going to just end the video here because I've just been drolling on about the same 3 problems that you could easily understand by the beginning of this video. So I'll see you guys in the next video, whenever that is. Peace. I'm never saying peace again.